Welcome to the overview for how you can pay your bills. You should have gotten some notifications this morning that you had some bills that came out today. One being your rent, the other one being your credit card. You'll see that in your budget challenge you have a new tab. It's bank, and it should let you pay your bills. So go over to what you decided that you wanted to pay and what you budgeted for your credit card and your rent bill. And then we're going to come back and we're going to look at vendors with outstanding balances. That tells you who you owe. And so we owe the apartments and our credit card right now. I had planned to pay $300 to my credit card, and then I also you can click on those and it'll pull up your invoice for your apartment to make sure you're paying the right amount. I recommend doing this, that way you don't accidentally pay too much. So again, to find this spot, I went to Student Home, I went to Vendors with Outstanding Balances, and clicked on Vista View Apartments. Under Vista View Apartments, I just found my current balance, that's how much I owe, and I'm going to pay, for the apartments, I pay that full amount off. So you go down to Pay Bills, and you go down to Vista View Apartments, and you pay the amount. It will not take it if you put a comma in the number, so I need to take that comma out, and it will not take it if you put a dollar sign, so don't have either one of those two symbols. And I'm paying this at my next available date, which I told you if it's on a Friday, it's going to be the next available. It's going to be on that Monday, which is in plenty of time because that bill is due on the 10th. And so if I pay it today, it's going to get there in plenty of time before the 10th. So I'm just clicking on the 7th and click Pay Bill. Now let's go back to Student Home and let's look at, again with Vendors with Outstanding Balances, and go down to Credit Card. Each of you put a different amount for your budget for how much you're going to pay on your credit card this month. Keep in mind, you need to pay something towards it because there's already $413 they've charged on your credit card bill. They need to get paid off. I have budgeted, so I'll go at my budget. Under credit card, I budgeted $300. Some of you did $150 and then $300 here. It doesn't really matter as long as it all kind of balances out. Whatever number you had here is what you want to pay. Oh, and I've already paid that rent bill, so I'm going to go ahead and mark that as paid. So I'm going to come over here to my bank, and I'm going to pay bills. I'm going to go down to Surge Credit Card, and I budgeted $300. So my budget was $300 for credit card payment, and I'm going to pay this bill. I can tell that I had these bills go out because they show up down here in the pending checks. It also is going to show you your check number. This is important. One of the next things you need to do, go ahead and mark off the fact that I paid that bill, and I need to go to my check register. So on 2/4, I paid with check number 3790 to Vista View Apartments. Vista View. My rent, and my rent was $1,014.29. And so I am going to record that as I recorded that deposit range. Record that as withdrawal, $1,014.29. And the other thing I have to pay each time I write a check is I have a check per check fee. And this is where I write my check fee. And my check fee is 50 cents. And then again on February 4th, I wrote a check. This one was $37.91 to Surge credit card. And I made it for $300. And that had a check fee of 50 cents as well. Some people will group all their check fees together and just record it like one time for the day, and that's fine. So you could have done a check fee of $1 instead of writing both of these as 50 cents. I just like to write it in between. It kind of gives it a good view. And then I also want to come back over here to my budget and make sure that I have checked that I've paid both those bills. This helps keeps me on track. You'll have other bills that come out before Monday, I believe. Our rent bill is going to be, our renter's insurance bill is going to be coming out today. And then we will talk about this more on Monday as what we need to do. But that will get you started if you want to get started for the weekend.